Welcome to Bio class. Today we will discuss the further part of the asexual reproduction, and here one of here the fragmentation. Fragmentation. Fragmentation is one of the simplest type of reproduction, asexual type of reproduction. Here one example, that is Spirogyra. Simply it breaks up into smaller pieces upon maturation. When it gets mature, it divides, or water current or any other reason, any animals, by any animals, it can divide and fragmented, and each fragment will form one individual. If we take one, see it here, that here the Spirogyra. This is Spirogyra. This is the cells. So if it is fragmented, and see that the so each fragments here will be one individual. So here it breaks into 1, 2, 3, 4. This 4 individuals. So this is the type. Now we can see that the original view of one Spirogyra here. Look at here the microscopic view of Spirogyra. You can see its cells. Here it is. If it breaks in the different areas, show that. Next one, regeneration. Regeneration, it is many fully differentiated organisms have the ability to give rise to new individual organism from their body parts. You know that the several organism like wall lizard, they can regenerate their tail. Okay, so this is I mean one kind of ability. One certain cell is involved in this process, and there are some other type of animal who can regenerate from the very small piece of the body. It means that the exist part, if we consider that exist part is more, then regenerated part is less. That is found in many cases, but in this case, that which is shown, that in planaria, it is exist part is less, but regenerate part is more. It means that here the planaria, if we cut into very small piece, it is told that the 200th part of it. If I cut one planaria in 200th piece, then after few days we'll get that the 200 small planaria, so that it can regenerate the other lost part of it. Okay. So this is the concept that you have to understand. Hydra planaria, they can do that. Otherwise, regeneration, it is there in various animals like reptilia, like other smaller animals. Even we are also can regenerate our cells, tissues every day. So the powerful regeneration here, it we can see in planaria. Here if we can see this this one. And look at here, this is the planaria, and it is separated into, cuts into two small pieces. See that the I think you can see that the video, the planaria, it is floating. Now after few days it will degenerate. See that this is the head portion, and the tail portion will regenerate the head part of it. And 7 days after amputation, the tail part will regenerate the head part, and the head part also can regenerate. See that the ampute part, and it can regenerate the next part. Okay. Next is budding. Budding is not new for you. You know that in certain animal like Hydra, the bud is developed, that is the outgrowth here. this is the bud, and this bud will develop due to repeated cell division in specific site. It gets fully mature and it detached from the body, and it will be counted new individual. So that this budding process we can see here. Look at here. If we can see, look at that. The hydra, you can see that on the side the budding also. This bud will detach. All right. Next is vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation, at first you have to understand that what are the vegetative part of the plant. Vegetative propagation, this word it is used in plant mostly. Here we know that in plant the root, stem, leaves, these three parts are called the vegetative part. These are the vegetative part. Not that the flower, fruit and seed, all this the reproductive, but from the flower up to seed, the reproductive. Now the vegetative part also involved in reproduction. Okay, so this is not very difficult to understand that in plant this property is there that we can make the new plant from the root, from the stem. These two are very common. From leaves also there. So here this property we are using in different in the vegetative propagations used methods such as layering and grafting to grow the plant. Okay, so here if we see this one, the layering grafting, this one, this one here in these plants, look at here, it is soil, it is given up to here so that the root can grow, and from this part one new plant it can be grown. And here also this part from that here the root will grow. And other kind of grafting method is there, the tissue culture method is there. So all this micro propagation, cloning the systems, it is there in the plant. Okay, so in this way that sugarcane, rose, grapes, banana, orange, all everything it is there. In natural way also plant can do the vegetative reproduction. If we take one board here, take one board in this. So there are here suppose in grass here the soil label, grass can grow, the stem can grow here horizontally, and from another here another grass, in this way another one. So this is also vegetative propagation. You can see any area the grass they are found in these ways. It is connected to others. In pond you can see that water hyacinth also the same way it is there, it is interconnected but it is floating over the water. So these are from one to another, another plant will grow. This is the propagation. In this propagation in artificially or naturally, the one advantage is there that genetically they will be similar. Genetically they are similar in all the characteristics. Vegetative reproduction by leaves, here one big example, that is a bryophyllum. I think many of you have seen this. Here in this leaf also can do the vegetative reproduction, that the margin of the leaf, from that the small plants will grow, and each and every part it can, the new individual they can grow. So this is the rare one. Then every plant will not do that. Next one is spore formation. Spore formation, you can see that the various organism can show this spore formation. And here Here the rhizopus examples it is given. Here reproduction will take place of one here the uh, sporangiophore, which can stick like structure, and the sporangium. If we take a look at this diagram here in a big view, here the sporangium here you can see that the rhizopus, here the hypha, and here the stick like structure which can hold that sporangium. Sporangium is singular, sporangia is plural. In your book sporangia this word is there. So inside the spore will form. So inside at first initially it was one cell. Gradually it divides into many. Look at here, it looks this one. When it gets mature, then the sporangium will burst. Sporangium and spores will come out, and from each one that new hypha of the rhizopus will form. So this is the asexual type of reproduction which normally found in the lower organism. Okay, so next part we'll discuss the next class, sexual reproduction, that one. Okay, so prepare this one nicely. Few questions will be discussed also in your book. Okay, thank you.